Morning. It's 3 in the morning. I can't sleep. I'm just kind of thinking about meeting the parents tomorrow. So I'm gonna work on a few items for class until about an hour, and then I'm gonna head over to the gym. So my teacher brain won't shut off. Too early. I went to work out. I even did weights, and I am just 100% awake. I went to Walmart to get some of my teacher stuff because I thought it was a 24-hour Walmart. Turns out that they changed their hours to 6 o'clock. I just think that the world is against us morning birds. And now I guess I'm waiting in Starbucks because they are also not open yet. It's only 4:58, people. We should all be open by 3 a.m. Thinking about just how the nerves have kind of set in, and I'm just super nervous about today. Today's Meet Your Teacher Day, and I actually get to meet some of my kiddos and their families, but I'm super nervous because I'm never sure if I'm quite enough or what they expected. I've always had really great and supportive families. I don't think that it would be any different at my new school. But I do feel like I have this added layer. So it can't just be TIA, it has to be project-based TIA. And so when I look at my classroom, I'm worried that they're not gonna see project-based learning environments because I'm so new at it. And I'm worried that my kids are gonna come back and they're gonna be disappointed in their classroom, and they're gonna be thinking, this is what I waited all summer for, and this is what you brought me. There's a lot of blank space right now because they kind of build what is around them. They fill it with student work, they fill it with their own ideas. So just a really, really nervous day today. So 1 o'clock today, it's 6:18 right now. So in a few hours they'll be hustling and bustling in my room. Hopefully I get to meet a lot of them so that when I see them tomorrow on the very first day of school that I feel even more comfortable. I just had one of the most awesome experiences so far here. We got a chance to stand in the courtyard where they do a community time, and the whole school was out there and all the teachers were out there, and it was just this nice warm community environment where we were standing out in the courtyard, and I got to hold my little sign that says Roadrunners, and I got a little not teary-eyed but a little misty, just thinking about how awesome it would be to meet these kiddos and how the environment is so outdoor based and so community based. And even when we were standing out there for a standing meeting, which was a really neat thing, we were in a circle, which to me the circle always represents like this evenness and this like we're all on the same page, we're all working together, you know, hand holding type thing. So it was just really cool experience. It made me feel like warm and gushy inside. Okay, y'all, 15 minutes before my families come in. I'm going to set up a little bit of snack. I don't want to set up too much because it's super duper moist in here. I have these little Roadrunners that my kiddos are going to write their name on, and I'm going to laminate them and I'm going to put them up around the room so that it's kind of like a hide and seek on the day of. I have an example of just utmost necessity school supplies that they need. They can either bring the 24 pack of new crayons, or they can buy one of these for $1, and then we can refill them with crayons from the recycled crayon bin, which is environmentally friendly. So I gave them some environmental choices. I have my class dojo stuff. Turn on my welcome back sign. Ooh, so cute. My little fishy, my sign out sheet. Haven't done anything with my library, but I think I'm gonna have my kids do that. This is one of my favorite things right here. Puns. It has different kinds of puns because I love puns. They make me laugh. And playing some relaxing music. that's about it so far. Just waiting for the families. Status dead. So tired. Meet your teacher night. Lots of stuff to remember for tomorrow. Going to bed probably at 5 tonight. First day of school's tomorrow. Holy cow, I can't believe it's already here. First day of school. I'm running out for our morning courtyard meeting. I don't even have time to like process any of this. I got done as much as I could today, but here we go. Good morning, everyone. It is 5:41 in the morning, and I wanted to kind of debrief my first day of school. I didn't even get to do any of my vlogs in my classroom. It was just a go, 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 go kind of day. I had to hit the ground running. In the morning, I needed to quickly teach myself how to use the Promethean board. So I was kind of doing that before the kiddos came in. That took me about a good 45 minutes to kind of get it where I wanted to go. And then the kiddos came in, and I was just kind of struck by just the level of difference that I had. Meeting in a courtyard, and families were there, and all the teachers gathered together, and we sang songs, so the Pledge of Allegiance, and then got our day started. It's kind of like an interesting morning as far as trying to get everything going, like putting supplies out. And the first day of school is almost like you have to have your main plan, and then you have to have your contingency plans. Like, this is what I plan to do, but in case I don't get to those, these are what I need to absolutely be able to do. So I did have my plan, but I only got halfway through, maybe even just a quarter way through. It is a Saturday, and it is 8:50, and I'm getting ready to write my first sets of lesson plans. My first few days, I really didn't have written lesson plans per se, because I really wanted to wait until my full week had started. So I kind of just had like a list of items that I wanted to get to. I just handwritten in a lesson plan book. But now I'm going to actually put it into typed form so that I have something to follow every day. And it's just kind of not really a script, but it just helps me. So there are a few things that I need before I even get started. The first thing that I'm doing is I look at any long-term goals that I need to get to. For example, I'm working on my national boards this year, and so I'm looking at my national boards. I'm doing component 2, which is a portfolio. So from looking at it, I need to make sure that I'm following everything before I even start to collect information, because I do need to get my signed releases, I'm noticing, and then I do need to select pieces for narrative writing and expository writing. I'm also going to kind of work on some of the other components in case I need to redo any of the pieces, so I'm going to collect data as I go. So I'm going to kind of replicate some of the practices that I had learned from my last national boards, one of the pieces being long-term assessment. So I already gave them their first assessment just to kind of see what kind of growth they've made as far as thinking, and I'll be grading that today. So those are the things that I'm working on right now. So you'll see. It's Sunday night. It's about to hit 10 o'clock. It's like 9:57, and right now I am just finishing up my lesson plans for the week. I'm making sure that I have all my copies and things ready to go. This week we don't have any planning time, and so I have to do all of my planning and work outside of school. So I've been really focused on getting that done. I'm sending some pictures over to Walgreens so that I can make sure that I get them ready for open house, which is the following week. I really want to have an authentic show of student learning, because that's important to me to see, to show parents that the things that we are doing are not simply just projects, but they are actually have a process and a critical thinking component, and all the parts are important to the learning process. This week we are focusing on making sure that I get my math stations up and running and my literacy stations up and running. So those are my two focus for this week. And then content will start to be embedded in there slowly. In math, my focus is teaching the mathematical standards and mindset, especially with some of my students who are struggling with feeling like there's a right and wrong way to do math, or how do you feel like a mathematician? I have some students that just, as soon as we started the math projects, they said, I'm not good at math. And they've never even really self-talked to themselves about how could they get through these obstacles. And so my main goal this week is to build math confidence, but to also help them understand that mathematics is not just computation. It actually is based on different types of patterns, different types of relationships, different types of persistence in problem solving, and double checking our work. And so there are a lot of processes that go into mathematics, and it's not just computation and getting those right. You know, at the end of the day, that's ideal that the only focus is computation, but that's not what math is. So that's what's on the agenda for this week. I finalized my schedule, I think, but I still have a long list of things to do, so I'm hoping that I can catch up. But as a teacher, you never catch up.